Mr. Vidal,
what happened at Sharon?
Wasn't it a provocative act to pull down an American flag and put up a Viet Cong flag, even if you disagree with what the United States is doing?
It is not a provocative act. You have every right in this country to take any position you want to take because we are guaranteed freedom of speech. We've just listened to a rather grotesque example.
Now, let's not talk at the same time. Mr. Buckley.
Certain acts that are lawful are nevertheless provocative. I'll give you an example. George Lincoln Rockwell wanted to go to Manhattan and stage a hate Jew rally, see? Now, Mayor Wagner said, no, you can't.
Yeah.
Now, some people, the American Civil Liberties Union, said, well, George Lincoln Rockwell has got a right to go there under the Constitution. All right, theoretically he has a right, but there is no question that it would have been provocative. I, for one, have to confess that I would have been discreetly on the side of people who threw tomatoes and maybe something even a little tougher at George Lincoln Rockwell. Now, here's an example of a right, but nevertheless, as you point out, a provocation. One doesn't go to Manhattan and come out in favor of Buchenwald. I think that the whole point of the American system is, and this is something that a lot of people don't understand, that the reason we succeed as a society is because we exclude certain things. We exclude genocide. We exclude class hatred. We ought to exclude it. And whether it's fighting a Maddox here or fighting people who come out in favor of Ho Chi Minh in Lincoln Park, the whole purpose of American society is that we're in favor of people who want to be free, not in favor of people who want to despise anybody else or commit America to genocidal policy.
Mr. Vidal, you...
What more to say on the subject? I think we've seen
is there not
the passions of Mr. Buckley on this issue, the infantry warrior, which he never saw a shot fired in anger. I would point out that I come back, you keep asking me, Howard, about this provocative act. There are many acts which provoke. But if you're going to have freedom of assembly and freedom of speech, you must be able to say it. That is the whole point of this country. No. And once this is abrogated, then I think we might just as well stop these wars of freedom. What are we doing fighting in Vietnam if you cannot freely express yourself in the streets of Chicago?
I think we've run out of time, and I thank you very much for the discussion. There was a little more heat and a little less light than usual, but it was still very worth hearing.